Good evening, everyone. Welcome to laughingplace.com celebration of the Disney Wish. It had its christening ceremony this morning. Several of our team are on board right now. They're preparing for dinner at Ashante, but Doobie and I are still here on the mainland. How you doing, Doobie?
I am doing great. It's my first time wearing these glasses, and I can see now there's a reflection here. So that's like it's one of those mirror things. I'm doing great. Other than being on the ship myself, I could not be more excited than I am today to see the Disney Wish set sail with guests for the first time. There's nothing better in life. I mean, nothing outside of family than a Disney cruise. I'm going on it in February, and I have just had the best day in the world watching all the pictures and video from our team, from the whole internet sphere. It's been so much fun.
So, just for those of you stopping by, want to introduce ourselves. I'm Rebecca. That's my husband, Doobie. We're actually in the house, but it works better for us to be in separate rooms hosting. And we founded laughingplace.com, and 3 of our team members are on board right now. They've been providing tweets and videos from the ship. And what we thought would be fun was for Doobie and I to kind of explore.
I'm talking now.
I think he's gotten frozen. We thought it would be fun for us to explore the ship and all the stuff that has been provided to us from our team. Hey, if you just want to travel down the hall and come over here or whatever, you let me know.
But I'm going to do that.
Okay, so they're on board, and we thought it'd be fun to kind of just explore what they've been providing. And then also, if you guys have questions, go ahead and let us know, because we're going to be in communication with them, and maybe they can do a little bit of the legwork while they're on board the ship to, so we can all be more informed about the Disney Wish. Hey, Caleb, thanks for coming by. Let's see. We've got Gio here as well. So thanks for stopping by. Like I say, this morning it started with, oh, hey, no, I don't need to do that. It started with the christening ceremony. One of my favorite moments, I think I'm going to share it with you right now while Doobie gets himself situated over here. And let's see. That is right here. And it is Anika Noni Rose, Disney legend. She was part of today's ceremony, singing a little bit from Wishes, because this ship is obviously the Disney Wish. There was a number of cast members performing and various other performers. They did a song that we'd previously seen performed for the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. It's called Together We Set Sail. They did a nice homage to the inaugural crew. They were featured as part of today's christening ceremony. I think for me, one of the favorite moments was when you not only had the classic Disney characters, Mickey, Minnie, princesses, but then the crew from Marvel, the Marvel superheroes, they showed up. They had some the people from Star Wars show up as well. So yeah, just a nice reminder of how much is available now as a Disney fan.
And it was the presenters from Disney were Bob Chapek, the CEO, and Josh DeMero, the head of whatever department it's called now, but I still know it as Parks and Resorts from back in the 90s. And then of course it was actually christened by 3 people from Make-A-Wish, the godchildren for the Disney Wish, with a digital christening. And this is such a beautiful shot. I love drone photography. So the christening was awesome. It was streamed live on Disney Parks. I don't know if the archive video is there. The archive video is there, so you can still watch it. And I recommend it. I've seen so many people tweeting that they just started crying like within 3 minutes.
And as part of the ceremony, they featured a little bit of kind of little teases around the ship. And this is the one that caught my eye. It's from the Hyperspace Lounge. They're talking about kind of those date night moments. Check this moment out. This is the dinner. And then look, Hyperspace right there. Oh, man. I just every time I just am so amazed by this. Look at that. Woo! Little smoke bubble.
That does not cost $5,000.
Right. I don't know if you guys have seen it on Twitter, but there's a beverage out there that's, oh man, see, now I'm all blurry. That is
a $5,000 Star Wars drink that's making the rounds. You don't have to buy it, but so anyway, okay. So let's get on the ship, which our guys finally did this afternoon. And you walk into the Great Hall, Grand Hall. This is terrible. The Great Hall, Grand Hall. You walk into the Grand Hall, which this is the first moment where you realize this is a different ship. The Magic, the Dream, the Wonder, the Fantasy, they all have a bit of a common look to them. Some of them have 2 staircases, some of them have just the one, but they still kind of have the same look. But the Grand Hall, totally different in my opinion. We're about to show you some pictures of it. And in addition to, there's just a beautiful picture of it. That's our background, in fact. And the chandelier, we've seen this before in the publicity pictures of the chandelier with its magic to it. And it just has a different look, don't you think, Rebecca, from the other ships?
Yeah, I have to admit here, I'm gonna pull up another picture that we have from it. Dude, I'm having a hard time because of the angle now, but it's okay. This is what happens when things just don't go the way you expect. There you go. This is Rapunzel and Flynn stopping off by the Grand Hall for some photos. And I don't know, but this flat paint look that the balcony has, it doesn't photo. I'm hoping that it looks a little bit more regal in person, because the images, while this one of the Grand Hall looks pretty, I was kind of expecting it to look a little bit more like maybe carved stone or marble.
The balcony in particular, or the whole scene?
Just the scene in general.
Really?
It doesn't reach out to me. I know you're in love with it.
I love it. I mean, this to me is beautiful. I like the way the railings are done. I expect to see the WDRD in there somewhere, and they're not there. It's just, this is beautiful to me. I like the carpet with the rose, the ceiling with the stars, how it all goes. The chandelier kind of leads into that. I love the Cinderella with Lucifer behind her, which is an adorable touch to actually put Lucifer down there with her. And then the treat that I didn't expect is they've decided to put a bunch of artwork down here.
A variety like concept.
Yeah, like concept artwork and concept models. And this is totally different. They have maybe a little bit of this in 687, which was a club on one of the other ships. But to really decorate the lobby with this, it's lovely. I really like this.
Yeah, it's a neat concept. You have the various maquettes. They let you know that it's a statue that's 5'10", that it weighs 650 pounds. They also talk about Lucifer and his size as well. They also give you a peek at the various door designs that you'll find throughout the ship, because we don't have the starfish and the fish on the Disney Wish. We're going to have a coach. We're going to have a seashell. We're going to have an owl. To me, this is Cinderella, Mermaid, and Aurora.
Oh, Aurora! I was thinking Sword in the Stone.
No, it's
does that have Archimedes?
Yes, but it's Aurora.
Maybe Clash of the Titans. So
hey, Dragonite.
It's cool that you can see this, and it lets you know the staterooms all have not all, but there are several different themes to the staterooms. Our guys, at least one of our guys, is staying in a Moana stateroom.
Yes.
And we've seen pictures out there from Princess and the Frog, from Frozen.
Yep.
So just a different look for each stateroom in terms of the major piece of art and the bed duvet, I believe is the word they use. And so.
Oh, speaking of rooms, should we go ahead and take a look?
Well, I noticed Gio was in the chat, and Gio has a lot of money. So let's look at the places Gio's going to be staying when he takes his cruise.
Okay, so we're going to head up to one of those suites right now. If I can get that picture to pull up for me, and it isn't pulling up for me, honey. So pick another zone.
Okay, let's. Everyone's interested in Star Wars.
Okay.
So, and it's actually off the Grand Hall. So as you leave the Grand Hall, one of the places you can go is a Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. So let's take a quick look at that. This is a beautiful entrance. We actually have a really cool video on Twitter of the door you go in, where you just walk up to it and it goes, do it, Rebecca. Yeah.
Hey.
Sliding, of course, because Star Wars doors do not open this way. And it goes, and then you go inside, and there's just so much for Star Wars fans to absorb. I can't wait for Mike Celestino to talk about what's actually in this stuff. I hope you guys do it on Star Wars Headlines tomorrow, because I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I know it's really, really cool. So,
I'm trying to scroll down to our video.
Oh, you're trying to get the whoosh?
Yeah, no, I just want to. I want to let people be able to see what we're talking about as we chat about it. Because I mean, come on, it's way more fun. So I just no, this is a lot of fun.
Just opens, ads show up. You got the Beryllium Dodo and the Chantrilla Griller, and then of course this is really cool. I'm not even sure what it is, but it looks like a ship. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a ship. I don't think it's the one from Guardians. And then the next scene, this is what it looks like when you look out the window, which is reminiscent of the old Skyliner Lounge on the Dream and Fantasy. We wanted to make sure you got the ship from every angle here. Is, you really are in space and you really can see out the window various things occurring, hopefully not too close because you're on a cruise. You don't want some drama. So this is a fun place. And of course, this is the place, I think the biggest story to come out of the Disney Wish so far is the fact that here you can buy a drink. What's it called again?
I don't.
It starts with a K and it costs $5,000.
I am struggling with you in here instead of where you're going to be.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
It costs $5,000. Gio, maybe if we go on a cruise together, he'll buy us a couple, I'm thinking. But I would love the opportunity just to see it. So they are demoing it, which is really cool. And it's made with some weird contraption that kind of opens up and 3 people take it out. Perhaps it comes with the contraption. We don't know. I'm not sure how many people are buying it. So the Star Wars Lounge hasn't been open. It's been open kind of to walk through, but I suspect it'll be open tonight for actual guests. And so looking forward to some footage and pictures coming out of that as the night goes on.
I was going to say, is there something I can put up for a moment while we try and rearrange ourselves here? Because this dynamic that we had to kind of go to is...
I'll go back.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll just go back.
Okay, because I'm struggling to get to my workspace. No, it's okay. Okay. Sorry, everyone, as you work with us during our technical difficulties, our internet is struggling right now with a little bit of everything going on here. Let's see. A couple of other locations, dining wise, that really picturesque. Let's see. We're gonna hop over. Doobie, where do you want to hop over to? I'm gonna add you to the stream.
Wonderful. Let's see. So we've been there. We've been to Star Wars. I'm ready to eat. So pick any eating place. Festival of Foods. So one of the things in watching all this stuff today is seeing what's different from the old ships to the new ships. What like really grabs you as a better place. So there's for every ship right up top, right under the funnel vision, has a place where you can get pizza, you can get burgers, you can get something healthy. Who knows why you're on a cruise? And to me, they really stepped it up here, both in terms of the theme of it and from the looks of it, the food option. So it's called Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods here. And it's really fun. Rebecca scrolls down, but didn't. It's really fun. They've got 3 different places. They've got Goofy's Grill, I believe, is one of them, where you can get burgers, including veggie burgers, which of course is the thing that I want, and fries and stuff. They have a pizza place, as they always do, and then
they have Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue. Where you can find brisket, pork, pulled pork. You can find kielbasa. They've got a variety of pizza as well. And this is all themed with this new Mickey design, this new Mickey look.
And these are just more or less grab and go. They give you the food, but you just go up in there and say, hey, can I get a couple of pieces of the 4 cheese? And the ice cream station is also right over here. And I don't know, to me, the look of this, that condiment station, this just looks like they've just stepped up the look of the ship a bit. What do you think, Rebecca?
I'm enjoying the character designs on it. Yeah. I like seeing Donald's face. I like seeing Mickey. This brings a smile to my face. It's got a little bit of that boardwalk feel. when you're on the ship as well. So I don't know, a little seaside feel to it. So yeah,
Yeah.
something different.
And then
By the way, yes, Gio, it was in the Chemtono.
and then it has the build your own burritos, build your own tacos. So, when you go on a cruise, this is one of the mainstays of where you eat. The buffets are great. The obviously the main dining room, but you're up on the pool deck. You just need a quick snack. You end up eating at this location so often, and so to see this kind of care put in it really, really made me happy, and I'm a big fan. And then when it is buffet time, perhaps Rebecca, maybe we'll go over to Marceline Market. Do you have pictures of that
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, sure.
So this seems to be the replacement for the main buffet, cabanas on the modern the two Dream and Fantasy, and by the way, please participate. If you guys have any specific questions about the Disney Wish, about cruising in general, use the chat there. We'll do our very best. So
Annie wants to know, what does she need to know before Annie goes on a cruise?
that is a difficult question. You need to know what's included and what's not, so you can not overspend or be properly prepared. You need to pick the right time to go, depending on what kind of activities you want to do, and that also can affect your budget. You need to use Mouse Fan Travel or another Disney travel agent, because they can help you out so much, and they don't cost a dime more than booking yourself. In fact, that may be the single biggest tip I can give. Obviously, we prefer Mouse Fan Travel. They're right there on the right. That's our preferred travel agent. But even if you choose someone else, use a Disney travel agent. They will help you make sure you have the best cruise possible for you without costing one dime more than booking directly with Disney, and often less, because they'll make sure you are well aware of any discounts and stateroom credits and such that come around.
Currently, with the state of travel being such that it is, there's all sorts of unexpected encounters, that like airline delays and all that kind of thing. These are more common currently than they have been in the past, and your travel agent is a tremendous help in navigating moments like that. So I thought I'd share some images from Marceline Market.
Yeah, so Marceline Market is the not really buffet, but food station. And so what they've done is they've given 10 different stations, each run by a different character. So clearly this is run by Remy. I know we have pictures of one that, to me, that is so cool. That's run by Maurice from Beauty and the Beast. They've got Tangled, Zootopia, Alice in Wonderland, Wicked Witch's Orchard, and then each one has a different style of food. And I just really like this theme that they've gone with. The overriding thing you get from looking at the Disney Wish, and we knew this coming in, but seeing it in person is something. They have added Disney characters, Disney intellectual property everywhere. So whereas before this was cabanas or topsiders or beach blanket buffet, now it is Marceline Market with 10 different stations manned by 10 different characters. And I was worried it might feel like overkill, but at least looking at the pictures, I like it. Maurice's Mechanical Marvels, I love it, frankly.
Yeah.
And then
I've been surprised that while it does have a lot of very obvious character homage, it's not as cartoony as I expected, not as kind of like stepping into animation world as I expected. And some of them can be a little bit more soft. For example, look right here, flowers, it says aromatically auspicious arrangements. This is an homage to Bambi's flower, and when you see that flower there in the center, that you know that this is Bambi's flower, but yet it isn't an enormous cartoon, an animated, that classic animated flower, the skunk, just there on the wall, but yet it is very Disney, very much in that realm.
Can you scroll to the seating area, because that's one of the best pictures I think I've seen out of the hundreds we've seen so far from here.
Which one are you talking? Let me see if this is the one you're speaking of specifically.
No, there's another one. It has some red stuff coming out the top. Sorry.
No. I think I found it. I found it. I'm with you.
I'm not even exactly. Okay, so those are upside down plants.
Yeah, they're planters that are upside down.
I just love this picture. I cannot wait to eat here. This is so much fun. And then we also have another picture. I don't know if it's in this article, of some couches there. And having couches right outside the food court is a little weird. I'm not sure what that's for, but there's a thing on it that says MM, Marceline's Market. That menu says Marceline's Market on it, MM. So I'm curious to find out exactly what this is.
One of the things I noticed in looking at these pictures is that there seems to be a bit of a cafe, coffee bar element to
okay.
The environment as well. So and a little bit, kind of so it's got a little bit of that element as
that would make sense
to the Marceline Market, which is nice. Because previously we would go and grab something and kind of bring it over if some of the family was truly dining, but maybe others were more in the mood for just like a caffeinated beverage of some sort. So it'll be nice to have it a bit more adjacent to the location. Like Doobie and I've been saying, we've got team members on board right now. They're the ones who are providing us with these images that we're sharing. But if you have any questions about the Wish, go ahead and ask. And if we know the answer, we will be sure to let you know. And if not, we will do our best to find out, because in the days ahead, our team is going to be visiting the ship's various locations. Tonight is Enchanté for dinner. I believe tomorrow they're in Worlds of Marvel Quantum Encounter. So lots of it. I know they're going to be taking a ride aboard the Aquamouse. So we're going to have that a little bit later over the course of the next few days. So be sure and follow us on Twitter. Hit subscribe here. We're continuing to post new content, new videos, and articles on the website as the information makes its way to us. But Doobie and I thought it'd be a little fun to just chat with y'all about some of the things that got us excited as we were looking through the content today.
So do you happen to have the adult zone? I'm sorry, the adult cove ready? Or talking about getting coffee in a different area? And usually we would go over to the adult area. They have a nice, traditionally the Cove Cafe where you could go in, get some coffee.
I can pull up these images for you of the Wishing Star Cafe.
Okay, so this is a place where I spend a lot of time, because almost every time I go on a cruise, I've got to work every morning. Wake up in the morning, do maybe an hour or two of work before anybody else gets up, and then I'm ready to start my day. And the Wishing Cafe is a location that is off the atrium, up one deck. So you can look on the left and see deck 4 where people are doing their morning exercise, or look on the right and look down and see the grand hall. I'm going to call it atrium, just like people still say Epcot Center. And it's just a nice coffee place. They have snacks there and just a comfortable place to sit and get work done, in my case, or just relax. And that's the key to doing a Disney cruise right, is relaxing. And now I can relax in Pinocchio's world instead of just generic world. And so I'm looking forward to doing this. You said, Rebecca, that you saw this and just fell in love.
I am a sucker for mosaics. And these images with Cleo and Figaro, and then Geppetto and Pinocchio, totally adorable. And check it out. There's Jiminy, reminding you that he is the official conscience. Oh man, yeah, I think as we were going through the pictures, I think this is like the spot that I'm looking forward to, kind of seeing myself, that's part of what we do as we look through these pictures, is I think, okay, where am I looking forward to just experiencing in person for me? And let's see, Doobie, I know for you, one of those is definitely going to be the Wonderland or Neverland Cinema. I know you always try to find a movie during your cruise.
Yeah, I usually take a little bit of time to see a movie. Sometimes I see the whole thing. Sometimes I just really enjoy the gentle swaying of the ship. And so there's 2 theaters. They're actually right next to each other on this ship. And Disney ships are known for showing first run movies. Obviously Disney movies traditionally, but now that they've expanded, you can see Fox movies on there, obviously Marvel and Lucasfilm. So there's quite a selection of first run movies to choose from when you go on a Disney cruise. And so they have 2 theaters here, the Wonderland and the Neverland. And again, some Disney theming there. You got Peter Pan on one side, Alice in Wonderland on the other. We have a picture of the interior of the Alice in Wonderland. You can get it. It looks like each theater is probably a little bit smaller, but one thing you would know is these theaters are never full. So it kind of makes sense to make them maybe a little bit smaller and add a second one instead. And I'm excited to, I don't know what's coming out next January, February, but whatever it is, I'm excited to go see it on that cruise when we
Did you notice that these theater lamps, those, that sit alongside the cinema, are the Cheshire Cat?
I did notice the other Cheshire Cat. I wonder if between movies they kind of come and go.
Well,
If they look,
it'd be fun if when the lights dim, right, he just kind of slowly disappears. I don't know if that's what happens,
yeah,
but that sure would be fun.
that's
Let's
cool.
see. We've got a question if there is an actual nightclub, and
So,
I'm gonna pull up some pictures.
okay, while you do that, one of the really interesting things about the Disney Wish is they have been so tight-lipped on the amenities of the ship. Usually, prior to the ship sailing, they put out just a tons of media and information letting you know what's coming. And then, before the media ever gets on board, they've had test sailings where even more information comes out. Well, this ship has had no test sailings and almost no real concrete information put out. I mean, there are places on the ship that we did not know existed until we got on the ship. So we're still learning exactly what's out there. Now, there are some adult areas. There's one called the Bayou, which is themed to Princess and the Frog, and it's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Um, and Rebecca's showing you some pictures of that. There's, I guess that's the prince, isn't it?
Yep, that's Naveen.
That's the Prince
There's
Naveen.
Tiana.
That's so cute. Um, and I saw these pictures just a couple days ago, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going here. I love here. And so that's the Princess, the Bayou. I think no, Luna is not one of them. They also have a place called Key and Compass, which we haven't been able to get into yet.
Yep.
So they definitely have nightclub type activities on the Disney ships. Obviously, adults are there. They want to dance. They want to do fun game type stuff. But exactly where it's going to take place, we're not sure yet. We will likely find out over the next 2 days. And I can't wait to find out because Jeremiah can shake his groove thing like no one else.
We do have a few pictures. I'll pull those up in a minute. Caleb, where do you want to go next, Mr. Doobie?
So one of the things, Hero Zone, one of the things that I've never loved about the Disney ships, or frankly any ships that I'm aware of, is they have this basketball court and they have like ping pong. But let's be real, it's hot and windy. I've seen people try to play ping pong on a ship, and it's just hilarious. So Disney has actually fixed that this time, and this is the smallest thing, and I am so excited. They've created the Hero Zone, which, best as I can tell, is indoors, and so you can play ping pong indoors now, and wind is not an issue. I assume it's air conditioning. And then they've plussed it. Oh, and air hockey, my absolute favorite game. Seriously, no one can beat me in air hockey. If you think you can beat me in air hockey, put it in the chat. We'll play. I'll fly to you. So in addition to the traditional stuff, they've created this Hero Zone here where it's kind of like Wipeout, where, you know, go down a slide and run through stuff. And that's a guy there. That's not a kid. This is for everybody, not just kids. So I am really looking forward to this. Brand new on this ship, of course, something totally different for the Disney Wish. And I cannot wait to try this out, as well as shoot some hoops and air conditioning for a change. How about you? Did you happen to notice the Hero Zone, Rebecca?
The Hero Zone looks like a lot of fun. Sorry, Gio's question caught my eye because they did use wishes in some of the celebratory christening events today. So I'm guessing that you will also be treated to it a bit on board. And Gio thinks this course looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, it seems to be an inflatable course. Yeah, so nice and soft and squishy.
Yeah.
But like Doobie was saying, we noticed as family that you want to have some fun, maybe a little bit of high energy fun, and the deck was people were constantly fighting with that ocean air. And so to see this zone established where you can have that fun as a family, but yet without that without that ocean air battle, it seems like the way to go. And I am eager to explore it when we cruise early next year.
Now, contra this, I have not. Our guys haven't seen. I have not seen anywhere on Twitter that they still have the mini golf, and there certainly wasn't any documentation that they put out that they have the mini golf that's been very popular with our family on the Dream and the Fantasy. So that's one thing, or the Goofy golf as they call it. That's one thing that they have taken away from the prior ships, but the Hero Zone kind of replaces that, and I'm excited to try something different. Frankly, my son wanted to mini golf a little too much for my taste. And Oh, I just lost something. Okay,
Sorry.
anyway. No. Yeah, an incredible inflatable obstacle course based on The Incredibles. Um, let's see. And then how about some kids areas, since that kind of transitions, the Hero Zone kind of transitions to the kids area. So I don't know if Rebecca happens to have the video of Jeremiah's arrival, but um, if you want to talk, I can even get it. One of the fun things about the Oceaneer Club on this ship is the arrival. You check your kids in on deck 3, even though the club is on deck 2. You say how?
Um, I will. Sorry, I will let you do it. And I pulled up the wrong page. So
Okay,
hang on.
so oh yeah, that's Toy Story Splash Zone.
There we go.
Oh, I found the video,
Okay.
but I still got to get it up. So give me 1 second.
Well, among the Oceaneer Club, this kids zone, you're going to have several themed areas. So you've got Fairy Tale Hall, where you encounter the princesses, and it's got beautiful decorations reflecting the story of Elsa and Anna. A lot of Rapunzel style artwork throughout the room, featuring her story. And then you've also got Belle. Nearby is the Marvel Superhero Academy. This is where you're going to be able to encounter Spider-Man, Black Panther, Ant-Man, and Wasp. It's like stepping into your own high-tech Avengers headquarters. So lots of thematic play, storytelling, kind of, step into that world fun for the kids in the Oceaneer Club. And then also you've got Star Wars, right? So here you have the Star Wars cargo bay. This is going to feature a lot of different creatures. We saw images of the Loth cat taking a nap here. We've got Porg, various other critters. So you can explore that Star Wars world there. And one of the things that I really appreciated seeing was in addition to the It's a Small World nursery, which we've seen previously on board the Disney Cruise Line, they have this play zone called Mickey and Minnie's Captain's Deck. And it's also geared for that toddler set, those little ones that are more of the nursery zone age than they are that Oceaneer Club zone. And so this is going to be for those. And you've got really brightly colored climbing areas, and you can see it's much smaller. It's lower to the ground. It's really intended for kind of those newly walking, toddlery dynamics. And it's so much. There's just so much more engaging activity for that toddler group than our son had back when he was traveling with us on the cruise line. He would have adored something like this, the ability to climb on things.
This reminds me, though, of my best tip, my single best cruise line tip. If you are a young mom and or dad and you want a break and a vacation that doesn't have you running around like crazy, if you've got a toddler, if you've got an infant, our first cruise with Gideon, he was 7 months old. There is nothing better than a Disney cruise. They will take such good care of your child. Even in those first few cruises, we had to use the Small World Nursery. And then later on, we could just send them to the kids club once he turned 3 years old. They take such good care of your child. You get such a break from the demands of being a new parent.
Well, and the wonderful element of it is that because the ship isn't, you're within this zone. And so if the kid is having isn't enjoying themselves to the point where they, really want to be back with you again, you're right there. And so it's not as difficult to, transition back. In fact, sometimes we would kind of take turns. We would be at a dinner and you would disappear for a little bit and go take care of Giddy. And then I would disappear and you would come back. And so we there was a time or two where we ended up, finishing our meals that way. But most of the time it was smooth sailing.
And one of our friends, the most precious moment, she had a toddler and went to pick him up, and he was being rocked to sleep. Infant in Cinderella's arms. Cinderella's sitting with the infant in her. I mean, come on. So it's a great vacation for young ones.
Yeah, she was pretty much in tears coming back because she had just gone to check and see how things were going. And
Right.
she's like, yeah, things are going well. He's being rocked to sleep by Cinderella. I'm like,
And then the other thing is so many, the cruises are awesome, the amenities are awesome, the itineraries, but it's the people that we love so much, getting to meet all these people from all around the world. And, many of them are away from their own children while they're on the ship for months at a time. So when they see a little, 8-month-old come on board, or a year and 18-month-old come on board, their hearts just melt. And that connection, I mean, some of my best memories are our first day on board with, I believe it was Gideon's second cruise, and him just kind of walking around as cast members are just kind of around him having fun with them. It's just, it's really special. So
we have a
great cruise.
We have a special picture of our cruise director crawling with him in the in one of the, like, I want to say it was the atrium area.
Yeah.
He was just kind of crawling around, and he was right there alongside him, working through it. So very fun memories. Okay, so you want to share?
I worked hard to get this up. This is how you arrive in,
if you want,
the Disney Oceaneer Club. Jeremiah, kid at heart.
There you go.
There he
You're
goes.
the kid at heart.
And there you are. Come on.
We've always wanted to do that, right? You've always wanted to be able to take a slide from one level of a structure to another.
Yes, I've always wanted to have Gideon do that, but that's cool. You walk onto the ship, you're in the ground hall, get out of here, kid. And there he goes, and you see him again in about 7 days. So that's the magic of cruising. Let's see, whatever you've got next, Rebecca, I'm ready. Whatever's convenient for you. There's so much to talk about here.
Oh man, okay. I am going to try and pull up images.
Decisions.
No, it's not so much that. My computer has decided to give me challenges. So we're gonna go someplace pretty, and I'm gonna show you Senses Spa.
Senses Spa. So a big okay, let me back up a bit. The magic, the dream, the fantasy, the wonder, all more or less have the same layout. Obviously, the dream and fantasy have a lot more amenities, but the amenities they have in common are more or less in the same location. No major changes. Looking at the deck plan for this ship, they have decided, you know what? We're going to change things around a little bit. So things are so different to the point where we're not even sure yet how different, because our guys just haven't been able to explore the ship enough yet. So one of the major changes is Senses, instead of being on the front of the ship way up high, is now way down on deck 5. And, for us regular cruisers, that's interesting. Now, thankfully, deck 5 does have a front, so it does have an outdoor section. And you can see Senses here again, Disney theming everywhere. And some of the fun spa activities. We do enjoy a fair amount of time in Senses in the hot tub. We've done the rainforest room. Someday we'll get that couples massage. Someday.
I love these. The heated ceramic chairs. Oh yeah, I think I was secretly a lizard or something in another life, because I just love to sit on a warm stone.
But these hanging chairs are awesome enough. But then when we get to the outdoor pictures, oh man, the spa's nice. I'm sorry. There are some outdoor pictures here which are just spectacular. An area I cannot wait to hang out in. This just looks so much fun to me. Both this one, they have some hanging couples chairs that are just so cool. There they are. I want to sit here with my wife for 3-4 hours and fall asleep and just love the fact that I'm on a cruise. And for me, cruising so much is I see something and go, yes, that's where I want to spend 4 hours. And this is one of those places on the Disney Wish. So Rebecca, like it or not, we're hanging out here for a while.
I'm still unsure exactly how I feel about this location. I'm excited to get some images from it once it is in use, to get a feel for this notion of being kind of like a second. There's an upper deck and then this lower deck. I want to know how much do I feel like I'm being gawked at while I'm trying to relax in these chairs.
Gawk away, baby. I had surgery a week ago. I am ready to be gawked at.
So I'm a little bit unsure, but it is stunning. And the funny thing to me was that there was a bit of rain as this christening day, and it caused some of the deck to be a darker color, to where it made this image look very much like a painting or an HDR, image, because the darkened sky and then the transition of the damp and not damp wood. So really picturesque. But yeah, Senses Spa. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about it as our team explores its offerings on board ship. So
Time for another doobie tip. So Senses Spa, obviously, not obviously, why would this be obvious? They also have a gym in there. So if you like to work out on equipment, they have a lot of great equipment included in price. Doesn't cost a dime to go there and do it. Any place with a gym, of course, has locker rooms. If you're a bigger guy like me, or you just want to get away from your family for a while for your shower, they have locker rooms with some really, at least on the other ships, our guys have an assignment to get pictures on this ship. Some places that the locker rooms have really large, comfortable showers. I go up there early in the morning after I do my work in the Wonderland Cafe and get my shower in up there without bothering my family and with plenty of comfort. So much on the ship is included. Don't think, oh no, that's not where I'm supposed to be. Never assume that. There are many, many places. You paid enough to get on the ship. It's okay. You can go.
Yep,
Exactly.
there you go.
Let them rock away, baby.
Another location that I think people were kind of a buzz about when the ship was announced is 1923. This is a dining location, and it is unique to me in that it is port and starboard. There's a 1923 Walt Disney and a 1923 Roy Disney, and these are like copycats of each other to an extent with the design and the layout, but they're featured on the port and starboard of the ship. I don't recall which deck, Jimmy, but they're right off they're the midship restaurant. They're right, correct?
No, I believe D23. Sorry, 1923 is one of the aft restaurant.
Okay.
I'll have it for you 1 second. You
Okay.
can keep talking.
And throughout the restaurant, it is themed to kind of that classic Hollywood when Walt arrived in California. And the restaurant itself features a lot of really beautiful artwork from Disney films and features. Like here you have Cinderella, so you have maquettes of Lucifer, you have sketches of Cinderella over with Peter Pan, right? You have charcoal sketch, you have building blocks, just little elements from various features throughout Disney history.
And you are correct. It is deck 3 midship. You are correct.
Deck 3, yeah, this is the Deck 3 midship restaurant. Like I say, kind of that elegant, classic. To me, this reminds me a little bit in feel of the Brown Derby, right? But in celebration of Walt's arrival in California. And I love this notion that you've got a port side arm of the restaurant and a starboard side of the restaurant. It's just a really fascinating concept.
Everyone gets a view.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're able to get staterooms. I have the stateroom tweet that gives a pretty good idea of just a standard deluxe veranda stateroom. Let me show that. This is actually the room where some of our guys are staying in. So let me add that to the stream here. This would be, of course, a Moana themed room. And as soon as I saw this picture in this Wish duvet, I'm like, I want to stay here. This is another place where I want to spend 4 hours, maybe even every night. And you can see the Moana artwork up there. And I'm going to hit the next button. And you can see Moana making waves. And the couch looks pretty comfortable. Obviously, that turns into a bed if you have more people staying. You don't have to do it. They've got people for that. You paid enough money again. The other side of the room with the dressing. We don't have a picture here, but the TVs now are wall mounted. You notice there's no TV here as there is traditionally on the ship. They're now wall mounted, so completely out the way, which is really nice. And then the best feature, oh my, look at this bathroom. It's got a little tub down there, but it's got the glass instead of a shower curtain, which drives me crazy. And you know, you can see right through it, which is okay because you're here with family. And I saw this, and it looks roomy. I love it. I may not have to take my showers in the locker room anymore. So I'm a big fan of this stateroom here. Again, this is, I believe, this is a Category 4A stateroom. I believe it's called a deluxe veranda room, but it's a pretty typical of the veranda rooms. So we'll have more. I think we're going to have the opportunity to get pictures of other categories as the time goes on. So follow us on Twitter. Make sure you check us out at laughingplace.com where everything gets posted. But I was very excited to see these. As Gio says, not even frosted glass. Gio, we already discussed this. You're relaxing. It's time to gawk. All right. So can't wait for that.
I was trying to pull up the tweet while you were talking that we posted of the Aurora suite. So you didn't talk quite long enough for me.
Oh, I've never heard those words before. Is it called the Aurora suite? Let me see if I can get it up real quick.
Okay,
My computer, I think, performs a little better than yours.
No worries. By the way, I've been checking with the our team on board ship, and I'm still trying to find out exactly if there's any words on the nightclub. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Rooms. Yeah, no, it is a different looking room. I agree. And the ship overall to me looks a little less ocean liner. Do you feel that way as you're scrolling through the pictures? It feels a little less ocean, kind of ocean liner too, and more, fine hotel.
So one of the things about the Dream and the original two ships, the Disney, the Wonder and the Magic, is they really want it to look like the ocean liners of old. They didn't want to look like the cookie cutter box shaped cruise ships that have become kind of de rigueur. They kind of let go of that a little bit with the Dream and the Fantasy, and because they had to make it bigger, and they've let go of it even more with this ship. So yeah, I would definitely agree with you that it feels more like a floating hotel than an ocean liner, especially compared to the two classic ships.
Yeah. I think I got the tweet.
Okay. I'm just going to scroll through the pictures.
I'm going to share some. I'm going to share the tweet we had earlier of the 2-story Princess Aurora suite. This is the royal suite, and here's some of the images that our team got of this suite. But check out this. I mean, it'll be better once they've left the port, right? I mean that.
I wouldn't want to hope, but. I'm sorry, I'm taking a shower on a ship while my wife is next to me taking a bath, and I'm right next to a window just looking out over endless ocean.
Yep.
Oh my.
Pretty. Very, very, very pretty.
I'm not, because this is the Aurora suite, but theoretically somebody is.
But check out that double window. Hi Donna, we're talking about the Disney Wish, drooling over the pictures that are coming to us from the team that's currently on board. So yeah, I like how Todd's comparing it to the Galactic Star Cruiser.
It is, and of course, suite. This will be a concierge and then some room, so they have even a more expansive room service menu. So you don't have to leave the room when you're staying in the Aurora suite. Let me show this picture here. I've got some pictures from it too.
Gio's like, yep, better be endless ocean. I know, right? You're in the middle of taking your shower right there, and then all of a sudden, like, helicopter or something just comes up. Hello.
You're washing your hair. You turn around, and you just docked in Nassau. You're like, gawk away. So, but look at this. It's got like a little chandelier above it, and you're just sleeping with the big. Oh man! I mean, again, this is the Aurora suite. This is not where most of us are going to be staying, but still, it's nice to see. They've gone up from the Walt and Roy Disney suite quite a bit. This is just our Google Drive where all the pictures are, so I honestly don't know what's going to come up next. Wow, it's got a kitchen.
There you go.
I have not seen all these pictures yet.
He told you he didn't know what was going to come up next.
I'm sorry. This has been our day. Wow. Wow.
Oh, I can't. I will tell everybody about how the Aurora suite, when that picture popped up on Twitter from our team, you shrieked.
I did. I
like a teenage girl.
I did. It was a little embarrassing.
It was really quite funny. But you want to talk about where I want to be right now? I want to be here right now in this moment. Look at this. Yeah.
So this is, of course, I believe it's deck 11 is the main pool deck. I don't know why it matters that much, but I'm going to find out. Yes, deck 11. And of course, the funnel vision where they show movies all day. and often shorts, and sometimes show some trivia stuff, but mostly you just chill right there. Those are the things, if you can't tell, those are deck chairs right there. Sit there, watch a movie. Your kids are swimming behind you. You got people going on the Aquamouth. You got people going on the Tyrannosaurus slide. This is life. This is living the life. Grab a piece of pizza over there, a veggie burger.
Man. Yep.
Oh, there's
I'm
nothing
ready.
like a cruise. Nothing
I'm ready.
at all like a cruise.
We love cruising. In case you couldn't tell,
I'm
and
going to
we
see
are
if.
eagerly
Sorry.
counting down to ours. My app says like 200 and something days.
Oh, that's what I can use my countdown for. That's right.
Until my cruise. If you want to if your little ones want to splash on board ship, up top, there's a nice little Toy Story themed splash zone. You've got these Zurg and Buzz, water squirters. You've got a nice little slide over there. Nearby, you can kind of make it out in the distance. In this picture is the Tyrannosaurus slide. It has a fun name. I want to say, is it like Splashosaurus Rex or something?
It's got something fun like name. That. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly.
You've got the Pizza Planet rocket slide. You got a little green guy. I'm sure he squirts water at you too. Yeah, the funnel suite is nice, but we've decided we like the Aurora suite.
Yeah, Gio, when you reach our level, I mean, our time is precious.
Not going to do either.
It's not a money issue. It's a time issue. We've got to choose one. So since he mentioned the funnel suite, do you mind if I show for a moment?
No, go ahead.
So here's some pictures from the not quite as nice funnel suite. Maybe if they gave it to us.
It's an overwhelming Moana theme, right? So you've got the heart of you've got the Heartstone there.
I don't think it comes with that guy in the mirror, but I could be wrong.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's it's nice. Big a shower? Is that like a whole wall shower?
I'm having a hard time seeing what's going on here. Is this? I don't know where.
No, that's a commode. That's a commode right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that right, poking out right there, because that's toilet tissue right there. Yeah, it's.
Oh, excellent point. Excellent.
So yeah,
Encyclopedia Brown over there. And then the bed again. Maybe from the other angle, but from this angle, it just doesn't compare. I'm a princess. Let's be honest. People that know me know facts, and I would choose the Aurora suite. Okay, here's what I've been looking for. Sorry, the quiet cove is. Oh, I forgot I had the screen. Is the adult area up on deck. There's adult areas with clubs and such, and then there's adult areas on deck. And this is 18 and over. And unlike some cruise lines, Disney does an excellent job of enforcing the 18 and over. And look at this. This was another one of those moments. The endless. Do you know, is this a pool or jacuzzi, Rebecca? Do you know?
I believe it to be a pool.
Look at that, right up to the corner with the endless ocean, at least until you get to the shore over there. This is another great place to hang out, right? In the words,
yes, it is. Yes,
in the words.
I will find you one. Hang on. I will
okay.
pull.
There's a couple more pictures we have of this area. So one of the places we love on the Dream and the Fantasy is Satellite Falls. That's a beautiful place. So there's no Satellite Falls here, but it looks like the areas they do have here in the Quiet Cove are gonna do a good job of replacing that. So looking forward to checking that out very, very much. Woo! We're having a good time here.
Here's a picture. Here's a picture that that I'll share from earlier. This is from the Disney Parks live stream, the Christening, Stephen. And this would be a view of like the stem to stern, as it were. You can see the amazing ship. You can see the Aquamouse, which is Disney's onboard water-based attraction. You've got like little show scenes of some sort visually inside there. So it's even a little step above what you used to get with the Aqueduct. And you can make out the yellow slide. I believe that to be the Splashosaurus. I think I keep wanting to call it the Splashosaurus Rex slide. I'm not sure if I'm right on that, but that's what I keep wanting to call it. So yeah. So just, oh man, we are having way too much fun over here. Let's see, Doobie. I don't know what more we would want to share.
At the very last moment, our guys started uploading some merchandise just before we went live. Did you have the chance to get any of that?
If you can stall for a minute, let me see.
Okay, I was gonna say I can show it straight from Google Drive. I don't mind.
Oh, you can? Okay, I don't think I can.
Okay, yeah, I mean it takes resources, but like we said, my computer's a little bit faster than yours. So we've got merchandise coming up, folks. Get your merchandise here. So I don't even know what the shops are. You know, traditionally there's two shops kind of across from each other. I don't know if that's the case here. We'll find out soon. But
they have a variety of shops. I know that the one is called, they have Treasures Untold is the name of one of the shops. So that's what I have here. I'm trying to remember. Royal Regalia, I think, is more of your high-end purses and items. And Once Upon a Time as well. That's where you're going to find your Cartier items. But Treasures Untold, I think, maybe. Nope, that's also high end. So I'll keep scanning and seeing if I can figure out what the name of the little ship is, because I know I saw it earlier.
Jeremiah's a merchandise fiend, so here's some of that. I'm guessing this is a corksicle. I don't know, but
yeah,
Tony, nice ornament there. Let's see what else we got. Some of the
inaugural items. Yeah. Quite a nice collection. They've gone for kind of like a steel gray look with a lot of the items. We are currently in the process of collecting these into an article, so be sure to stop by Laughing Place for a write-up of the various merchandise items that are going to be available on the Disney Wish and her inaugural sailings. We got those images from our team on board just before we popped online here. Not only do they have designs that feature kind of that steel gray with the blueprint design and whatnot, but they also have some more colorful looks. I noticed that magenta that seems to be more popular that we noticed among the items. There's this, I want to say that's a Loungefly bag featuring the Disney characters. You've got Captain Minnie peeking out from the portal aboard the Disney Wish there. That's a Spirit jersey. You've got a pin featuring Captain Minnie. So
like Rebecca said, we'll have all this in upcoming articles, and I wouldn't be 100% shocked to see some of this featured on Barely Necessities.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're going to be talking Disney Wish merchandise during Tuesday's episode of Barely Necessities. And I also know that once our team that's on board ship right now, once they're back on land in a few days, I know we're going to do much more of a roundup of kind of their experiences.
Oh my gosh, sorry about that.
This is much more just Doobie and I doing our best to kind of share with you the excitement of this new ship. Our team is enjoying Enchanté tonight. So if you are interested in that dining experience, be sure to keep an eye on Laughing Place Twitter. Tomorrow it'll be Quantum Encounter is on the agenda, along with experiencing the Aquamouse. I know they've been doing a few interviews as well, so we will be bringing you information from those involved in the creation and design of the Disney Wish. So just like we're just so excited to do our best to bring you the information about the Disney Wish. Disney was kind enough to invite us on board, and we're doing our best to make sure that you have all the information you need as you consider the Disney Wish for your vacation fun this year. Because I know, you've now got the wonder, the dream, the magic, the fantasy.
I'm all going here. What the heck? Sorry. I'm like, what in the world is Enchanté? There are 3 restaurants, and that is not one of them.
Oh, am I saying the wrong name?
No, they are eating at the high-end restaurant, the Remy replacement. That's Enchanté.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize they weren't doing rotational dining. And I'm like, where are they at? There's no Enchanté. No, yeah. So we have just barely touched the surface. We barely talked about the 3 rotational restaurants, 1923, Arendale's. Is it Arendale's? Sorry. Yeah, Arendelle, A Frozen Dining Adventure, and Avengers Quantum Encounter. And then this ship has Palo, like every other Disney ship. It's a steakhouse here. It's called Palo.
Yep.
a steakhouse or just Palo Steakhouse. And then instead of Remy as the high end restaurant, they have Enchanté. So with the Lumiere theme, and I've seen a few pictures from there. It looks so cool. So yeah, our guys are there tonight. I'm sure we'll have lots of coverage of that coming out. And there's new shows that are debuting on this ship. Just so much new stuff.
A little sneak peek. Enchanté.
Mon cher Marceline, with the deepest part. So much new stuff to cover. So much new stuff to discover, frankly. Because like I said, they kept the lid on things. So we're having so much fun just discovering this ship. And then we'll get to do it again in February, like it's the first time. It's so exciting. Can you tell we're excited? Are we making it clear this is not fake enthusiasm? That nothing is more exciting in this world than a new Disney ship. Oh my.
Oh, and as we prepare to sign off, having talked an hour about how much fun
about a ship we haven't seen,
everything we are excited to do on the Disney Wish, our trip is booked for next year, and we can't wait. But I will tell you, this is one of the items that we were so excited to see is still there. This is a favorite when it comes to Disney cruising, because room service, you pay the service fee, right? You tip your
you can tip if you wish, but yeah, it's included in the price of the cruise.
Yeah, you pay your server who's kind enough to bring you your food to your room as you're relaxing there after a long day. And we were very excited to see all hands on deck.
It's there. Because when you're on a cruise, you wake up, you go upstairs, you go to the buffet, you have a decent breakfast. You leave that, you do a few activities, you're a little bit hungry. You go to Mickey's, the place in the middle with the pizza and stuff. You get a little snack. And then before you know it, it's lunchtime. You either go back to the buffet or maybe you'll go to one of the restaurants that are open for lunch. Then you do a few more activities. And man, I can't believe I'm hungry again. You go back up maybe to Cove Bar, or you go back to the pizza place and get something again. And then it's dinner time. And then before you know it, you're in bed. You realize I've eaten dinner already. And yet, what am I supposed to do now? I still have room in my stomach. And you call up room service and they just bring you all the food you want. It's magical. So this is how you cruise.
Our team has just shared a video that I have to pop in here. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Are you ready, Doobie? Okay. Mm-hmm. They are at Enchanté. This is Jeremiah. And check it out. Apparently, they invite you to play with the dishes.
I thought this was the elegant restaurant.
As I say, look, fun with plates at Enchanté.
Where's Jeremiah's tie?
Oh man, yeah. So we're having a lot of fun. DreamX. We were looking at the Disney Wish. If you're just stopping by now, be sure and hit rewind. If you enjoy our sneak peek look at all the stuff that Disney that Laughing Place is bringing from our current trip aboard the Disney Wish, please give us a like. We appreciate it. Yeah. Oh no, whatever table Jeremiah's at, it's the kids' table.
That's what I was saying.
So
wow, this was so much fun. I mean, whenever we do a cruise talk, it just seems to never end because nothing. Did I mention there is nothing better in the world than going on a Disney cruise? Nothing. I would trade one Disney cruise for like 5 trips to Disney World. It's just the best thing in the world. Oh my. Anyway,
you really do. No, you do love your Disney cruise.
From the moment I arrive at the port and now pass my COVID test to I get so giddy. I remember our first Disney cruise back in 2006. We went with your entire family.
Yes,
it was so much fun. And I'd never been on a cruise. I had never even wanted to go on the cruise. But once I knew I was going, I started to get excited. We went and stayed at Port Canaveral at a hotel. I woke up that morning so excited I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 5 a.m, got in my car with your brother and drove out to the port just to make sure our ship was ready for us, and saw it sitting there in port and going, I'm going on a Disney cruise today.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So much fun and
You
so
did.
relaxing and just the best vacation in the world. And I cannot wait to do it
And
again.
how many have you been on since that first one we booked?
You know, I'm not. I'm honestly not sure if it's 11 or 12. I feel so pathetic.
No, we've taken some. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry's counting down.
323. Hey, do the math. Are we? No, you're after us, but yeah.
A little bit. We're in the 250 range. So yeah, somewhere around there. I suspect he will find a way for us to live on a ship when he retires. What do we think, cruise? I hear a lot of my friends throw out names like, and I don't disagree. So, but they're not my ideas. Believe, imagine. These are the other names that I hear. Some, so we'll see what the next Triton class ship will be named.
I have no insight. This is just my hunch, but I'm pretty confident. I would bet anything the first one will be named Believe, and then the second will either be Crockett or Tubbs. I'm pretty confident of that. So mark it down. Doobie knows.
Crazy. So yeah, be sure to follow us.
Believe in Marvel. Oh, can you imagine if they called it the Marvel? Oh my, that's a brilliant name.
That's not a bad idea. Now we have to think of some name that fits with like the Star Wars universe in some way.
The Marvel or the R2D2.
So thank you so much for joining us as we've explored what the team has brought to us from on board the Disney Wish. They are continuing to share images and videos of the fun they're having on board. Be sure and follow Laughing Place, our Instagram, our Twitter, laughingplace.com, numerous articles about the offerings on board ship. And as we find out more information, we are sharing that with all of you. Oh yeah,
got the Falcon, the Enchantment. These are some great names. I'm not so confident on Crockett and Tubbs anymore.
Yep.
Well, these are the Triton class ships, so it's kind of understandable to think that might be one of them. But that's the exciting part. We're going to get to do this ship next year, and then two more are coming.
We didn't even talk about the menus, all the fun food items that are popping up everywhere.
There is so much we didn't cover. We may have to do this again, actually.
Oh, sometime, yeah, sometime soon. I just can't wait for the guys to have had their fun, and then they can come back and we can all talk about it. It'll be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be fun. Parks Talk, we'll certainly be talking about it on Monday. I suspect that's gonna dominate Parks Talk, 4 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not sure when we're doing it because Monday's 4th of July, but we will be talking with the guys about the cruise, undoubtedly. Yep. That's why you have to smash that like.
We'll have Wish merchandise. We'll talk about that on Barely Necessities. I know Mike and I will be talking a little bit more about the Hyperspace Lounge on Star Wars Headlines tomorrow. So we've got that. And I'm sure Mike Mack will be sharing his thoughts about the various Marvel experiences, including Quantum Encounter that will be happening as well. So lots of Disney Wish talk will be found, and all other sorts of Disney news. I mean, today they had the ribbon cutting on the minivans. They're back, and they had a ribbon cutting. So all kinds of things are happening around the Disney universe, and we are covering it all as best we can over at Laughing Place. So please be sure to give it a visit. Follow us here on YouTube for more live Disney talk and coverage of all things Disney. I guess that's it for now, huh, Doobie?
Unfortunately, that's it. We've talked you guys' ears off about the Disney Wish. So, as Rebecca said, you make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, ring that bell, and make sure you check out laughingplace.com and make sure you follow us on the Twitter, laughing_place, and you will not miss a thing. Until we talk again, ahoy!